Good day, everyone. Um, I am Justin Rico C. Canuto from BSc 3A, and my presentation is about the American Standards Association Method, or ASA. So, recap muna tayo. Methods of finding voltage regulation. The voltage regulation of an alternator can be determined by different methods. In case of small generators, it can be determined by direct loading, whereas in case of large generators, it cannot determine by direct loading but will be usually predetermined by different methods. Following are the different methods used for predetermination of regulation of alternators. So here are the different methods. Number one is the direct loading method. Number two is method of synchronous impedance method. Number three is MMF method or ampere turns method. Number four, yan yung presentation ko. It is the ASA or the American Standard Association modified MMF method. And the last is the ZPF method or Potier triangle method. So I am going to focus on ASA method. So, in ASA method, the effect of saturation is considered. Also, the combination of ZPF and MMF method. It is the combination of ZPF and MMF method. Number three, ASA method is a modification of MMF method to give best results for both cylindrical rotor and silent pole synchronous machines. So, the field currents or the IF1 field currents required to produce the rated voltage of VPH from the air gap line. So, ang IF2 naman, ito yung field current required to produce the given armature current on short circuit, added at an angle of 90 degrees. So, in ASA, load-induced EMF calculated as was done in the ZPF method corresponding to this EMF, the additional field current IF3 due to saturation obtained from OCC and air gap line. So, IF3 added to the resultant of IF and IF2 for this total field current. EPH found from OCC and regulation calculated. So, further explanation for ASA. ASA or modified MMF method considers saturation effect for calculation of regulation. In the MMF method, the total MMF F computed is based on the assumption of unsaturated magnetic circuit, which is unrealistic. In order to account for the partial saturation of the magnetic circuit, it must be increased by a certain amount FF2, which can be computed from OCC, SEC, air gap lines as explained below referring to figure 1.20i. So ito yung figure na 1.20. And the 1.20, other 1.20 figure. That is the diagram. So explanation. IF1 is the field current required to induce the rated voltage on open circuit. And draw IF2 with length equal to field current required to circulate rated current during short circuit condition at an angle 90 plus from IF1. The resultant of IF1 and IF2 gives IF. Extend OF2 up to F so that F2F accounts for the additional field current required for accounting the effect of partial saturation of magnetic circuit. F2F is found for voltage E. Refer to the phasor diagram of MMF method as shown in 1.20. So ito yung 1.20 din. Project total field current OF to the field current axis and find corresponding voltage EO using OCC. Hence, regulation can be found by ASA method, which is more realistic. Para mas maintindihan nating lahat, meron akong example para sa inyo. So, synchronous motor. Given ang 100 HP, 8 poles, 60 cycles, 3 phase, Y connected in 440 volts. Resistance of armature per phase effective at 75 degrees is equals to 0.055. So the leakage reactance per phase is equals to 0.25 ohm. Full load current is 105 amperes. Although this motor is intended for operation at unity PF, the process will be examined for both unity and 0.8 PF leading. The curves of figure 257 pertain to this machine. Note that they are plotted in volts per phase, the normal rated voltage of 440 between terminals resulting in 254 volts to neutral. Determine the excitation required at full load. So first, ginawa dito sa example is IRE is equals to 105 times 0.75 or 5.78 volts. So 105 times 0.055 is equals to 5.78 volts. So Ix sub 1 is equals to 105 times 0.25 is equals to 26.2 volts. For more solutions, the diagram can be drawn. As nakita natin sa screen, yung diagram is drawn. Noting that IFSI, which makes an angle with the vertical equal to the PF angle, is of course vertical for unity PF. The value to be obtained is IFL, which can be calculated or scaled as 8.25 amperes, corresponding on the open circuit saturation curve to 303 volts. The full load field current at unity PF is then 8.25 amperes. And by selecting other loads or PFs, a series of points could be obtained for the construction of V curve. To show the effect of PF and the method of dealing with various PFs by this method, we will assume that the synchronous motor operates with less mechanical load, but with a leading PF of 0.8, the full load current will again be 105 amperes. As before, IRE is 5.78 volts and IX is 26.2 volts. The diagram shows the calculating or scaling the value of E as 268 volts. At the 268 volt ordinate, kita natin sa diagram, note that the horizontal distance between the air gap line and the open circuit saturation curve is 0.6 amperes. With IFG is equals to 5.6 and IFSI is equals to 5.5. So here's another diagram for the solution. An angle with the vertical equal to the PF angle. For under-excited motors with the lagging current, the vector IFSI projects to the left of the vertical. Calculate or scale IFL equaling 10.52 amperes field current. This is the excitation required to deliver approximately 80 HP at a PF of 0.8 leading. So that is my presentation for American Standard Association method. Thank you for watching.